Welcome back to the High Road Brewery, where this week it's like a taste-off thing between two mad different hops that are, I believe, the same hop but grown in different places. Those hops being Nelson Sauvin and Hallertau Blanc, one grown in New Zealand and the other grown in Germany. So let's get into the footage, and then I've got another beer from Mr. Graham Hughes, who's sent me his, so we can have a wee test to see the difference between the two. Right, I'll catch you soon. Right, so here we have two little Viennas, and they're actually, one's slightly darker than the other. Mine's just slightly darker. Now, before we start, this was all done on the live brew day. Now, BrewTube group, we have a live brew day every 6 weeks or something like that, I think it is, and we do the recipes out of this. And the recipe that we had was the Little Vienna, which is a Vienna lager, but it's kind of low ABV, so 3.8%, and it's got Simcoe, Nelson and Saaz. Now, I was just off the back of the whole lager train, and so this says 3470 yeast. I used that WLP 833 German Bock, and I wanted to use more traditional German kind of hops as well, so I subbed the whole lot out, which I went for Magnum as the bittering at 60, so 5 grams of Magnum, 10 grams of Hallertau Blanc at 20, 30 grams Saaz at 5, and then 15 grams of Hallertau Blanc at 5, and then 25 grams of Hallertau Blanc as a dry hop. And this one has Simcoe as the main bittering hop at 75 minutes, 10 grams. I did a 60-minute boil by the looks of it. And it's got Nelson at 30, 10 grams, Nelson at 15, 10 grams, and then a Saaz 5 minutes, 40 grams. So, and then it's got 15 grams of Nelson at dry hop. So yeah, there's Vienna malt in this, 1.6 kilos, Pilsner malt 810 grams, Munich malt 520 grams, Crystal malt 175, and Carapils 175 grams. I think that's what Graham probably followed this one, and I went, was it Vienna malt? Yep, I had that. I went 1.58 instead of the 1.62. Bohemian Pils 790 I used, grams of Bohemian Pils instead of the 810. 510 in Munich 1, which 520 in Munich 1, and the original, was it 170 grams of Caramunich 2 instead of the Crystal, or Caramunich 3, sorry. And then Chateau Wheat Blanc, so I've got some white wheat in this as well, 170 grams, that's probably just to, instead of the Carapils. So that kind of keeps my head, although yeah, they're both kind of got a head at the moment, but yeah. Anyway, I'm super excited to get into this because Graham, now what one's Graham's? Graham's is a lighter one, which is this one, and it should have Nelson. And I'm getting a nice sweet kind of malty vibes. Mine I'm getting more of a kind of caramel, more caramel maltiness. This one it's much lighter, sort of. Yeah, maybe it must be to do with that crystal, so I used Caramunich 3. I wonder what Graham used. Oh, let's go in. That's interesting. I'm getting more of the kind of water minerals. It definitely has a kind of that minerally, not like mega, but it's like definite. It's like a slight, it's weird. It's kind of like, it's got a bready, that bready thing the Vienna does. But the hops itself is a kind of very slight sort of fruit, sort of kind of, yeah, that kind of traditional German fruit thing. But that might be because of the malt. It does have a lot of Saaz in it, so yeah. Try mine. See, mine's right off the bat, it's got this crazy grape. It's like a grape juice sort of spice, which I'm picking up from the Hallertau Blanc and the Saaz hops combining together, whereas Graham's doesn't have, his is more about the malt, and mine's is this pure kind of juice, not, but it's like a definite more hop forward sort of grape juice spice thing. I think you can definitely tell that Caramunich 3 is definitely dominating on the malt. It's definitely got more of a presence, but it's probably taken away from the delicate malts. This one's really, really nice. What one do I prefer? This one's really, really nice because it's got a better maltiness, which I think suits the style better, with it being a Vienna. Mine's could do with toning down the hops, I think, to be more like this. Oh man. I wonder if the yeast's got a part to play, and I was direct pitching into the Bock. I'm sure the Bock was before this, And the bock had, what do you call it? Will come to me. La 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 la. No, it won't. Better look it up. The bock. It had that Belgian malt thing, didn't it? Special B. I'm wondering if it's a special B I can taste, and that's why this one's darker as well. It might not actually be the Caramunich 3. It might be a carryover from the bock. There we go. I'm learning something. Yeah, that's what it could be actually. Influence from the bock, whereas you'd be better off taking, instead of just pitching direct onto a yeast cake, then you'd be better harvesting the yeast and growing it up again in a flask. Because this is beautiful. Graham's is. That is. Oh. It's got that nice sweet bready thing, and then it's got a kind of, on the tip of your tongue, it's got a nice Pilsner. Whereas mine's is very grape, spice from the Saaz, but it's got that kind of lingering, very kind of dark caramel thing, but in a special B kind of way now I think about it, because it's got that thing I'm getting from the bock. And by the way, the bock has actually improved with age, just to let you know. It is quite complex now and nice, but I definitely now starting to feel like it has, because of the cake being pitched straight on top, it has impacted it. So there we go. I mean, it's still a cracking lager, don't get me wrong. But this one's brilliant. Oh, that's really nice. Really clean. With a nice sweetness of Vienna on the back. Yeah, that's cracker. Anyway, Graham, my man. Focus. Graham, thanks very much for sending this beer. Yours looks like it was 3.3%, which is another thing that's different, because I'm sure mine's is a lot stronger than that. 5.12. Yeah, maybe that's why I'm getting a lot more thicker malt. Yours is more towards the actual still, which was 3.8 or something. Let's look it up. Yeah, 3.8. Which makes it nice and light and awesome. So yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that one. And we learn something every day, don't we, guys? It's all about brewing as much as you can and try to experiment. That's what it is for me anyway. And that way you get to drink lots of beer. Happy days. Alright, anyway, I'll cheers yous out to Graham's beer. Cheers, guys. Catch yous later. Bye.